Hi everyone, so welcome to this course that you enrolled in, and this is entitled How to Survive an Apocalypse Through Gardening. The vision of this course is to achieve a food secure home using these easy, sustainable, and healthy growing hacks. So, before we start, let me just have a little overview of what you should expect on this course. This course focuses on the basic home food production using hydroponics. At the end of this course, you will first learn how to create your own hydroponic system from recycled materials. Second, to understand the factors affecting hydroponic crop production, to list down plants that are suitable for hydroponics, also to manage and maintain your hydroponic system's growing medium, light, water, and nutrients, and of course, to equip yourself with food production knowledge and tools in case of an apocalypse. So, first, we will be dealing with the course outline. Our first chapter will deal with introducing hydroponics. The next chapter will be focusing on creating your own hydroponic system now. And that is an emphasis with the word now. Next is your first hydroponic crop, external factors and how to control them, reaping what you sow in water, and of course, the final weapons to sustain your hydroponic system. So let me just introduce myself. Let me just play a video of where I started, where did I get my passion for agriculture, and the things that happened to me during my formative years.
So my heart for agriculture developed when I was in high school. I have 5 science investigatory projects, 4 of which are tackling agriculture and the other one is on fisheries naman. So that led me to where I am today. And facing the pandemic, ang daming nangyari, and one of the questions that we have as citizens of this country is, where can I get food? Food security became an issue for most of us. And this pandemic led me towards developing my own rooftop garden. So I started with just mung beans, since ayun yung pinakamadali, until ngayon marami na akong crops na nandito like okra, meron na rin sili, basil, radish, string beans, yung mga yan. That's what I'm doing here in my household. In a community level, when some of my classmates are going here in our house, I'm giving them seedlings. As you notice, naglalagay din ako ng mga scientific names and labels sa mga plants ko because whenever my classmates come here or even my friends, I have the time to educate them about these crops, these plants. Additionally, during our Christmas party rin sa church, I gave my church mates seeds. When I gave it to them, they always ask, anong gagawin dito? Ano ang pinaka-okay dito na conditions at saan ko ito itatanim? Yung mga ganun na bagay. That will lead us all to education. I believe in a whole new level, I am contributing in agricultural education and science education here in our country. During the pandemic, I opened a TikTok account. I started creating content at first for entrance exams, but right now I'm tackling science, research, how to study, and agricultural concepts. And all of those things can help to educate our students right now. I also created a YouTube channel, Sprout Up I6111, wherein I discuss concepts still in biology, science, agriculture, and even life. Those simple videos that I make can have an impact in the lives of our students.
I also believe that this microgreens has the potential para maging food sa ating Filipino food plate. Actually, I am studying on this and hopefully for the next months, I will be able to conduct a research regarding these microgreens to ensure household food and nutrition security.
If there is one thing that I learned from my gardening experience right now is that it all boils down to faith. It is your faith, it encompasses your patience and your trust na tutubo tong halaman nito. And that is something that was developed to me while gardening. That even hindi ko alam kung itong mga seeds na to ay tutubo, I still plant them. And that is, faith is something that is needed right now in our generation. Faith is something that is needed right now in our situation during the pandemic.
I know that these things that I'm doing right now, by making videos, by making tutorials, and just simple lessons in all of the social media platforms that I know, has an impact. Because I know and I know that these very students who are listening to this video, who are listening and learning through these videos, will be our future researchers, will be our future scientists, will be our future leaders, world changers that can even be known worldwide. Thus, if I want to be remembered someday, I want to be remembered for my love, for my passion for science, agriculture, research, and for the next generation.
Again, I am Arvin Joshua Puno Barlongo, isang scholar ng bayan, para sa bayan, agham at agrikultura.
So I hope using that video you were able to know me better as an individual. So as a repetition, again, I am Arvin Joshua P. Barlongo. I am currently an educational content creator and a university teaching associate here in the Philippines. And I'm also the founder and owner of Sprout Up I6111, which is an enterprise here in the Philippines. So I finished my Bachelor of Science in Agriculture here at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, where I majored in horticulture and I specialized in plant breeding. Actually, currently, I am also taking my graduate studies here. So during my undergrad, I graduated in 3.5 years cum laude, where at those periods, I also took several jobs. I am also a working student. And during the pandemic, I was able to establish my enterprise, which is Sprout Up I6111, which was further awarded by the Philippine Department of Agriculture a startup grant to heighten agricultural awareness here in the Philippines. I realized that it is the lack of awareness that results to the increasing age of farmers here in the Philippines. And I think this is not only true here in the Philippines, but even worldwide. We have less amount of youth who are wanting to pursue agricultural careers. And I think that it is the lack of awareness. Because when we say agriculture, most of the time we are looking at the perspective that, oh, these agriculture students will become farmers. And that's it. Well, in fact, there are a lot of fields that you can enter in the field of agriculture. And I think as we face the modern world, it is very important for us, amidst the challenges that we are facing, like climate change, global warming, the lack of arable lands, the increasing population in the world, agriculture plays a huge role in order for us to achieve food security. And when we say food security, it is something that a family or an individual is not worrying where he or she or they should, you know, find their own food. That is food security. When you have readily available amount of food in your home, and you are not worrying about it. So that is food security. And that is my vision to let everyone, to equip individuals around the globe to have food security. So on top of that, I think one of the most embedded fields in agriculture is the research industry. We need scientists. We need people who's gonna develop things for our farmers. We need people who's gonna, you know, uh, experiment, innovate, and invent things for the benefit of the world. And I think agriculture, knowing a lot of stuff in agriculture will help us achieve those goals that we have in mind. So I am currently leading a growing community of student researchers as well. here in the Philippines, and I am also catering some questions on my email, on my Instagram, on my TikTok from other countries in terms of research and innovation. So I am providing, voluntary services on writing a research paper on how you should, how to choose a topic for your research paper and such. So let me just give you a quick background of what I did just years back. In 2019, I actually began my professional career as a local gardening blogger and web content writer here in the Philippines for a local gardening company. So in 2019, I am still in my second year of undergraduate studies. So I took on to that job. And then in 2020, the pandemic happened. And in the same year, I was also hired as a plant expert for a gardening company that was based in the United States, in Delaware, United States. In 2021, I also worked as a gardening content writer and further a manager of a US based company. Once again, focused specifically on home gardening, on how people could adapt technologies and do simple things in their homes. And in 2022 weeks just after my graduation, that company that I worked with since 2021 unfortunately closed. But then a week after, I was hired as a gardening writer specialist for another media publishing company based in the United Kingdom. From 2020, I'm also a managed creator of TikTok Philippines, where I started my educational content creation journey. So I produce educational contents on research, agriculture, science, and sometimes life. I actually even have my own podcast where, you know, I I aim to help students who are struggling. I aim to help students and give them academic tips, hacks, and you know tricks that they can do in order to study more efficiently. Yeah, and I think that's the things that I am really, really passionate about, sharing my knowledge and also doing those stuff. Currently, I am taking my Master's of Science in Horticulture, major in crop physiology, and I am minoring in agribusiness management and entrepreneurship. And at the same time, I am also a teaching associate at the Institute of Crop Science here at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. And now I am here with you, hoping that at the duration of this course that you are taking, that you invested time and money for, I will be able to share and impart the knowledge that I've learned throughout the year. And I am willing to do that with you. So I am excited with this journey, and I hope that at the end of this journey, we will be growing together.